Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David and this is a Magic Review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching and tuning in, dialing in, as it were. Doing magic reviews all week long. Doing reviews for Daryl, the magician's magician. That's right. Doing Daryl week all week long, so that's pretty exciting. Doing reviews here on the Mothership channel and 3 extra reviews over on the community tab, so that's awesome. Really excited about that. And as you probably guessed by now, I review magic tricks, I review playing cards, and I do giveaways. I do giveaways every single month. I do giveaways all the time, both here on the YouTube and over on Instagram. So make sure you're giving me a like and a follow and a subscribe and a notify and all that stuff. Okay, so why Daryl Week? Murphy's Magic has re-released a bunch of Daryl's classic effects alongside a partnership with his family. And so we're just taking a look at all these new releases, and also because Daryl was a huge influence on me growing up as a kid. He specialized in card tricks and close-up tricks and parlor magic, and I think you might know him from the Hot Shot cut. If you've ever done that or seen somebody else do that, he invented that. Plus, he also had a ton of other tricks. He was very prolific. Ultimate Ambition, Fiedler's Flyer, Cross Thought, Presto Printo, 53 on 1. Like, he did a bunch of stuff, and if you look for him or search his name on any magic house, you're gonna find just DVDs after DVDs, an encyclopedia of his card slice that he put out, his Fuller Duelers DVDs that he put out. He's added a wealth of knowledge to the magic community. But today we're looking at Bizarre Assembly. Bizarre Assembly, what is Bizarre Assembly? It's like a coin matrix trick. It's a coin matrix trick that uses jokers. So the way Daryl does it and the way Murphy's is going to teach you how to do it is you just come out with a stack of jokers, okay? And you can have as many as you want. You know, you want to be as like outlandish as you want. Like, look, I have 16 jokers. I mean, you can, right? And as you're showing the jokers to the spectator, you just talk about there always being a leader joker, a head joker, right? One that they all follow. And you don't really notice it when you have just 2 in a deck, but you do notice it the more jokers that you get. And you say, well, let me just show you a for instance. And you say, this is a lead joker, and you lay it down on the table. And then you lay 3 more jokers down on the table, and everything's face down so nobody can see what's going on. And then you just tell the spectator that the follower cards are going to join the lead joker. And as you lay your hands over the cards, and you say you're done, well, nothing's moved. You know, the cards are still there on the table. So the spectator's a little confused, like, I don't know what's going on. That is until you start turning the cards over. You turn the 3 follower cards over, and the joker has vanished from the card, leaving only the dirt and the little brick that says 808. And when you turn over the lead card, all 4 jokers and all 4 bicycles are on its face. Sounds pretty interesting. Let's talk about this trick. All right, so a couple questions we always ask. The first of which is, what do you get inside the black matte envelope? When Murphy's released these new effects, they've packaged them all nice and neatly in these thick black matte envelopes. All of them contain the gaffs inside that you need, plus Daryl's original written instructions, and you get a little download code that takes you out to the internet for Murphy's Magic new instructional video. They're going to make new instructional videos for everything, which is nice. This video is 18 minutes long. As far as what you're getting, I got 10 cards. 10 cards. Some are gaffs, obviously, that you need, and some are just normal jokers. Is it what I thought, and how accurate is the ad copy? I would say it's exactly what I thought, right? It's exactly what you think, especially when the ad copy says 100% examinable, which means everything on the table is just a printed gaff card, and there's nothing left for the spectator to find. How are the angles? This is going to be up to you and to your presentation. I think the nice thing about these cards is it's really open to whatever you like. In fact, when Mark Lavelle teaches this, he doesn't teach Daryl's original presentation. Daryl's original presentation has no sleights whatsoever. He just shows a bunch of jokers, lays 4 random cards down that he doesn't even show you beforehand, and then just says that the jokers are moving across. And when Mark Lavelle does it, he's at least trying to show you some convincers that all the cards are jokers. And that's going to be up to you. Like, can you show a stack of cards convincingly that they're all the same? Can you do those counts, right? And can you do those displays where it appears that you're showing every card, but you're not? And I think the more capable you are at doing some of those subtle moves, the more magical this will come across. You know, and they didn't even talk about this in the video, but you don't even need to use the assembly joker if you don't want to. I mean, you could just use one of the vanish cards, and you could do a trick where you make the joker just vanish off the table, or make one joker vanish out of the spectator's hands. And you could put that in another routine that uses jokers. You could just add that as a kicker. Like, oh, and look at your hand. The joker you've been holding the whole time has vanished, and now it's in my pocket. You could do something like that. You could also do this with 4 spectators, like doing street magic. You could hand each spectator a joker, show it to them, and then hand it to them, show it to them, hand it to them, and then have them all reassemble in your hands because you say, not that there's a lead joker, because that sounds, I mean, I don't know. Do people believe that there's a lead joker? But they could believe that you're the magician, that you control the cards, right? That you hold court, and you hand the jokers out to 4 people. They all vanish, and they all appear back in your hands because you're the magician. That'd be a good routine, right? All right, so can it be inspected? The ad copy says 100% examinable. And really at that point that it is, because at the end of the trick, everything on the table is just a printed gaff card. It's not a double backer or a double sider or anything like that. Like, it's just gonna look like what it is. And then the cards in your hands are just regular jokers. So sure, you switched them, but there's no evidence of that now. All right, so what are they gonna teach you on the 18-minute video? It's all shot by Murphy's Magic, and Mark Lavelle is your host. He's gonna talk about what you get, your setup, and your presentation. And he's gonna do that all within the first 7 minutes of the 18 minutes. He's gonna teach you the twirl change. You could do the shapeshifter if you wanted to. You're then gonna see Daryl's original performance with the original handling, which, like I said earlier, uses no sleights. But the downside is you don't display the cards in advance. After that, Mark's gonna come back and he's gonna talk about some extra displays, some extra provers, like the frustration count, the rumba count, and he even suggests adding something to the backs of the cards similar to NFW, and then he comes back with some thank yous. Is it well made? These are all United States Playing Card Company cards, so they'll last you a good long time. Pocket space. All right, so what is the pocket space? Like I said, you could do this any number of ways. You could have all the jokers just assembled in a little card wallet, and you say, I carry these jokers around with me because, you know, I go through lots and lots of decks, but I end up always saving the jokers because the jokers have magical properties. You could do that. Or you could just take extra cards out of a deck and then carry it in a deck along with some other cards and use the deck as cover while you're doing your sleights. How much practice does this require? I mean, I guess it depends on how you use the cards, right? If you do Mark Lavelle's handling, there's a bunch of sleights in it. If you do Daryl's, there isn't any. So if you do a hybrid of the two, it would just be which moves you're bringing to this. Positives. All right, so what are the positives? Hey, now you can do the coin matrix, but with cards. Daryl's creativity sure comes across in these versatile gaff cards. Negatives. All right, so what are the negatives? I think with the routine, the negatives for me are there's really nothing for the spectator to do, right? This is just a performance piece. They're not even choosing anything, right? They're not even picking a card or picking a color or anything. You're just telling them a story about jokers, and then they're just watching what takes place. So people who would like this trick, I would say maybe you'll like this if you want something to go between 2 card tricks. You know, you do a card trick and there's some interaction, and then you say, let me teach you something, or let me just show you the magical properties of cards, and then you do this, and then you transition into another card trick. That's possible. Or you just like gaff card tricks, right? Or a little bits of whimsy. Is it worth your money? It's $15, $15, and you're getting a big stack of gaffs, very fun, creative gaffs, and like I said, 18 minutes, Murphy's Magic. You support Daryl and support Daryl's family. go for it. All right, that's everything I can say about Bizarre Assembly from Daryl and Murphy's Magic. I, of course, got mine from Murphy's Magic, and I want to thank them for allowing me to have it so I could do the review for you. And if you'd like to buy it for yourself, you can find it from your very favorite Murphy's Magic dealer. Thanks. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. One more thing. Daryl Easton died on February 24th, 2017, and he was 61 years old. Daryl suffered from depression. I want you to know that if you feel sad, or that if you suffer from depression, or you have thoughts that maybe you realize might be better expressed if you had someone to talk to, I would suggest that you call Your Life, Your Voice, and they're at 1-800-448-3000. Or you can text the word voice to 20121. And you can also download the My Life, My Voice mobile app. It's a mood journal that you can keep right on your phone. It's going to track what you're feeling with tons of different emojis, and you'll get tips on how to identify the triggers and deal with those stressful situations. Please be healthy. Please find help if this is something that you feel that you suffer from. Daryl was a fantastic magician, and many of us feel the loss of his absence. I know there are people in your life that love you and would want you to do whatever it takes to be with us forever.